Hello and Assalamu alaikum. It's me Ifra Sayyed and I'm from Pakistan. I'm starting O-levels past papers because many students from Pakistan, India and from other countries were saying please solve O-levels past papers in English. So I'm starting it from June 2010 paper and I will try my best to make it more easier and understandable for you. So here is the paper. It's May-June 2010 paper. First of all, we will check how many questions it has. So let's check. So it has so the last question is 26. So the paper has around 26 questions. So I will divide these questions into three parts. In first part, like in this video, I will solve the first 10 questions, and in the next part, I will solve the next 10 questions, and in the last part, I will solve the remaining questions because if I solve all the questions in one go, then the video will be so long. So I'm starting from the first question. So the first question is evaluate 1.5 minus 0.2 multiplied by 4. So we have to solve this question, and the question is of 1 mark. I wrote all the questions on the sheets because I feel more comfortable to solve questions on sheets. So our first question is evaluate 1.5 minus 0.2 multiplied by 4. As you see, in first part we have 1.5 minus 0.2 multiplied by 4. So the expression has decimal points in it, 1.5, 0.2. And it has two operations, minus and multiply. So whenever a question has plus, minus, multiply and divide signs in it, we will apply Demas rule to solve these questions. So first of all, we will check what basically the Demas rule is. So it's actually Demas. B stands for brackets. O stands for order and power. D stands for division. M stands for multiplication. A stands for addition. And S stands for subtraction. If we follow Bode-Mass rule, so first of all we have to multiply 0.2 into 4 because in Bode-Mass rule we have first of all we have to solve the brackets, then order, then division, then multiplication, then addition, and in last we will do the subtraction. So first of all we will multiply 0.2 into 4. So 0.2 multiplied by 4. So 4 into 2 is equals to 8, and here is the decimal point. 4 into 0 is equals to 0. So I will write the solution here. The expression is 1.5 minus 0.2 multiplied by 4, and 0.2 multiplied by 4 is equals to 0.8. So I will write 0.8 here. Now we will subtract 0.8 from 1.5. 1.5 minus 0.8, we will take carry here, and this 5 will become 15. So 15 minus 8 will be equals to 7, and 0 minus 0 is equal to 0, and we will place the decimal point here. So our answer is 0.7. So we solved the first part. Our second part is 4.2 divided by 0.07. So in the second part, we don't have any other operation in it like multiply, minus. We only have divide in it, so we will solve it very easily. It's 4.2 divided by 0.07. First of all, like in these questions, we will remove the decimal point. So we will remove this decimal point from here and this decimal point from here. And after that, we will take the reciprocal and we will easily solve this question. 4.2, so I'm removing this decimal point from here and I will write 1. under it, and it has only one value after this decimal point, so that's why I'm writing 0 here. If it has if it has two digits after this decimal point, then I will write two zeros here. It only has one digit after this decimal point, so that's why I wrote only 0 here. 0.07, so I'm placing 1 under this decimal point, and now as you see it has two digits after this decimal point, so that's why I'm writing two zeros here. Now it's 42 by 10 divided by 7 by 100. Now we will change this divide sign into multiply by taking the reciprocal of 7 by 100. So 42 by 10 multiplied by the reciprocal of 7 by 100 will be equals to 100 by 7. Now we will cross multiply these values. So 7 into 6 will be is equals to 42. So 7 6 times is equals to 42, and 10 into 10 is equals to 100. So we will multiply 6 into 10, and the answer will be 60. So we solved the first question. Now we will move to the second question. Our second question is, so our next question is also from the topic numbers, and the question is expressed as a single fraction. Sorry, we have to express these fractions into a single fraction. Our first question is 5 by 7 minus 2 by 5. So we can easily solve fractions by making their denominators same. So whenever you have questions of fraction, first of all make their denominators same. So in first part we will make their denominators same. The question is 5 by 7 minus 2 by 5. So how can we make their denominators same? In the first fraction we have 7 in the denominator, and in the second fraction we have 5 in the denominator. Is there any common number that comes in 7 and 5? Think about it. So the answer is 35. 7 into 5 is equals to 35, and 5 into 7 is equals to 35. You can also get this number, the common number, by taking the prime division method. We will take these two denominators here, and we will divide them by using prime numbers. So 5 is only divisible by 5 itself. So we divided by 5. So 5 into 1 is equals to 5, and 7 into 1 is equals to 7. Now we will multiply these two numbers. So 5 into 7 is equals to 35. So this is the number that we have to make in denominator. So 5 into 7 minus 2 by 5. 7 into 5 is equal to 35. So that's why I will multiply 5 to the denominator and numerator. In mathematics, it's the rule. If we multiply some number to the denominator, we must have to multiply it to the numerator. So our next denominator is 5, and 5 into 7 is equals to 35. So we will multiply 7 to the denominator and numerator also. 5 into 5 is equal to 25, and 7 into 5 is equals to 35. 2 into 7 is equals to 14, and 5 into 7 is equals to 35. Now, both the fractions have 35 as the common denominator, so that's why I'm going to write 35 as one time, and because 35 is common in both the denominators, so that's why I'm writing 35 one time, and in the numerator I will write 25 minus 14. And 25 minus 14 is equals to 5 minus 4 is equals to 1, and 2 minus 1 is equals to 1 also. So our answer will be 11 by 35. Now move to the next part. Our next part is 1 whole 1 by 5 divided by 2 whole 1 by 3. As you can see, these are the mixed fractions. So first of all, we must know what basically the mixed fraction is. So this fraction is called as the proper fraction. Why it is called as proper fraction? Because its numerator is smaller than its denominator. So whenever the numerator is smaller than the denominator, the fraction is called as proper fraction. And if the denominator is greater than, sorry, if the numerator is greater than denominator, then then it will not be proper fraction, it will be improper fraction. So here 5 into 1 is equals to 5. 5 plus 1 is equals to 6. As you can see, it's 6 by 5. So whenever we have improper fraction, we divide it and changed it into improper fraction. And how can we change it? 5 into 1 is equals to 5, and 5 plus 1 is equals to 6. And we can also change it back to the improper fraction by simply dividing it. 5 into 1 is equal to 5, and 6 minus 5 is equals to 1. Now we will write the our answer or quotient over here, remainder here, and the divisor here. So this is the story behind the improper fraction. Now we have divide in between them, and 3 into 2 is equals to 6. 6 plus 1 is equals to 7. So it will be equals to 7 by 3. Now the operation between them is division. We can easily change divide into multiplication by taking the reciprocal. So 6 by 5 multiplied by the reciprocal of 7 by 3 will be equals to 3 by 7. In reciprocal, we will change the denominator into numerator and numerator into denominator. First of all, we check if we can cancel any value from here. If we cannot cancel anything from the fraction, then we will simply multiply the numerator to the numerator. 6 into 3 divided by 5 into 7. So 6 into 3 will be equals to 18, and 5 into 7 will be equals to 35. So in this question, our answer is 18 by 35. So our second question is also solved. Now let's move to the next question. Our next question is question number 3, and it's from the topic everyday mathematics. And the question is, in a town, 11,000 people out of the total population of 50,000 are aged under 18. What percentage of the population is aged under 18? And this question is of 1 mark. And B part is a company employing 1,200 workers increase the number of workers by 15%. How many workers does it now employ? And it also of 1 number. So first of all, we will start its first part. And in the first part, we have to find the percentage. So first of all, we must know about the formula of percentage. And the formula of percentage is equals to part divided by whole multiplied by 100. So this is the formula of percentage. And in the first part, it is written that in a town, 11,000 people out of total population of 50,000 are aged under 18. So what's the percentage of the population is aged under 18? So we simply use the percentage formula here. So I'm writing solution here. So in the percentage formula, we have part. So here it is written that 11,000 people out of total population. Total population means the whole part is 50,000. So we write 50,000 in the denominator as we're using the percentage formula, and in percentage formula we have to write the whole value in the denominator, and the part about which we have to find the percentage, we write it on the numerator, and the part is 11,000, and we will multiply it to 100. So I will cancel these two zeros with these two zeros, and then I will have 11,000 divided by 500. Now I will also cancel these two zeros with these two zeros. Now I have 110 divided by 5, and I can easily divide 110 by 5. So 5 2 times is equals to 10, and the carry goes up here and it will become 10. and 5 2 times is equals to 10. So my answer is 22, and here we have the percentage sign. So my answer is 22%. So there are 22% people in the population, total population, who are under 18. So our next part is a company employing 1200 workers increase the number of workers by 15%. How many workers does it now employ? So first of all, we read the data carefully. In the data, it is written that a company employ 1200 workers, increase the number of workers by 15%. So what you find out from the data, what we have to do? In the data, it is written that the company employing 1200 workers increase the number of workers by 15%. What we have to do, we have to increase the number of workers by 15%. So first of all, we will find out the 15% of 1200, then we will add that specific number to the 1200, because we have to, here it is written that we have to increase the number of workers by 15%. So let's start it. B part is we have to find the 15% of 1200. So 15% of 1200 will be equals to, as 1% is equals to 1 by 100. So 15 multiplied by 1 by 100. So of means multiply here 1200. These two zeros, I will cut these two zeros with these two zeros. So now I have 15 multiplied by 1 into 12. So I will multiply 15 to the 12, because we are not allowed to use calculator, so that's why I'm multiplying it here. So 2 into 5 is equal to 10, so 0 here and 1 carry. 2 into 1 is equal to 2, and we will add this 1 in it, so it will become 3. Multiply by 1 into 5 is equal to 5, and 1 into 1 is equal to 1. So 0, 5 plus 3 is equal to 8, and 1 here. So I got 180 here. So 15% of 1200 is equals to 180. Now, as in question it is written that we have to increase the number of workers by 15%. Now, in the next step, I will add this 180 to the 1200. So, I'm writing here number of workers now employed. Number of workers employed is equals to, this is the rough work, 1200 plus 180. Now, I will add it up here. 1200 plus 180, so it will become 0831. So my answer is 1380 answer. So the company will employ 1380 workers. So our third question is also solved. Let's move to the next question. I tried my best to make it more understandable for you. And if this video is helpful for you, kindly subscribe my channel and share it with your friends also. So our next question is question number 4, and it's from the topic indices and standard form. I will share the link of video about the indices and standard form, the concept behind the indices and standard form. So please check the video if you want to check that. So our question number 4 is evaluate 9 power 1 plus 9 power 0. So let's start it. Solution. First part. In first part we have 9 power 1 plus 9 power 0. So 9 power 1 is equals to 9. So I'm going to write 9 here. Plus 9 power 0. Any number, if the biggest number has the power 0, it will equals to 1. So I'm writing 1 here. If 100 power is 0, then it will be equals to 1. If 1000 has the power 0, it will be equals to 1. Any number, biggest to biggest number has the power 0, it will be equals to 1. So 9 plus 1 is equals to 10. So the answer of our first part is 10. Now let's move to the next part. Next part is 1 by 9 whole power 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is equals to the square root. So in the next part, we have 1 by 9 whole power 1 by 2. As you know, 3 square is equals to 9. 3 square means 3 multiplied by 3. 3 multiplied by 3 is equal to 9, and we can also write it like 3 power 2 because we multiply 2 threes and it will becomes to 9. So we can write 3 square in the place of 9. So 1 divided by 3 square whole power 1 by 2. And I will describe one more thing to you, and that is the power of 1, uh, any power of 1 will be equals to 1. The power of 1 by 2, 1 power 1 by 2 is equals to 1. 1 power 3 by 2 is equals to 1. So, biggest to biggest power of 1 will be equals to 1. So, 1 power 1 by 2 is equals to 1. And we will cut this 2 with this 2 and we get the 3 in the denominator. So, our answer is 1 by 3. And our question number 4 is also solved. So, let's move to the next question. Question number 5. So our next question is also from the topic numbers, and the question is, by writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value of 48.9 multiplied by 0.207 whole square divided by 3.94, and this question is of 2 marks. So first of all, we must know about the significant figures. What basically the significant figures are. So significant figures indicate the reliability of the measurement. And there are some rules of significant figures, like all the non-zero digits are significant and the zeros comes before decimal point are not significant, and the zeros on the right side are significant, and the zeros come between the two significant figures are also significant. So there are some rules of significant figures. So our question is, 48.9 multiplied by 0.207 whole square divided by 3.94. So our first number is 48.9, and it has 3 significant figures in it because these all are non-zero values, and we have to approximate it to one significant figure, and our first significant figure is 4, and 8 is after the significant figure, so we will change this 4 into 5. It's same like round off, so we will change this 4 into 5, and we have only one digit before this decimal point, so I'm going to write 0 here. Our next number is 0.207 whole square. In this number, as I told you, the zeros comes on the left sides are not significant before the decimal points. So here we have this 0 before this decimal point, so we don't consider it to the significant. Our first significant figure is this 2. And we have 0 after the significant figure, so we don't change this 2. We will write it 0.2 whole square. So our next number is 3.94. In this number, we have 3 significant figure, but we have to estimate it to one significant figure. And our first significant figure is 3, and we have 9 after it, so that's why we change this 3 into 4, because this 9 is bigger than 5, so that's why we have to change this into 4. If this value is not bigger than 5, then we don't change this number. But in this case, we have 9, and 9 is bigger than 5, so that's why we have to change this 3 into 4. So these are the approximated values of these numbers. So we will write these in place of these numbers. So 48.9 is equals to approximately equals to 50, and 0.207 whole square is approximately equals to 0.2 whole square, and 3.94 is approximately equals to 4. So 50 multiplied by 0.2, and we will write 1 under this decimal point, and we have only one value after this decimal point, so that's why I'm going to write only 1 0 and whole square divided by 4. Now we will solve this. So 50 multiplied by 2 square is equals to 4, and 10 square is equals to 100 divided by 4. Now we will cross multiply it. 50 into 2 is equals to 100. So we have 4 by 2 divided by 4. And 2 into 2 is equals to 4. So that's why we cancel it. So our fraction will be equals to 2 by 4. And 2 into 2 is equals to 4. So our answer is 1 by 2. So we solved the question and this is our answer. So this question is solved. Let's move to the next question. Our next question is question number 6, and it is from the topic equations and simultaneous equations. And in this chapter, we have linear equations. So in linear equations, the highest power of the variable is 1. So as you can see in first question, the highest power is 1 here. But in first part, we have fraction. So whenever you have to solve simultaneous equations and you have fractions, so first of all remove the denominator. It will help you a lot. Let's start its first part. In first part, our equation is solve 3 by x minus 1 is equals to 2. Solution, our equation is 3 by x minus 1 is equals to 2. So this is our equation. In first step, we will multiply x minus 1 on both sides to remove this x minus 1 from the denominator. So I'm writing here multiply x minus 1 on both sides of equation. So let's multiply it to the both sides. X minus 1 multiplied by 3 by x minus 1 is equals to 2 into x minus 1. In this side, x minus 1 will be cancelled out with x minus 1, and on left hand side we only have 3, and on the right hand side we have 2 into x, 2x minus 2 into 1, 2. Now we want x values, so we will add 2 on both sides to remove this minus 2. So I'm writing here 3 plus 2 is equals to 2x minus 2 plus 2. This minus 2 and plus 2 will be cancelled out. So now we have 3 plus 2 is equals to 5. 5 is equals to 2x, and we have to find the value of x. So that's why I'm dividing 2 on both sides, because I don't need this 2 here. So that's why I'm dividing 2 on both sides. Now I have x is equals to 5 by 2. So in first part we have to find the value of x, and we found it, and it's 5 by 2, but it's improper fraction. So I'm dividing 5 with 2. 2 into 2 is equals to 4, and 5 minus 4 is equals to 1. Now I'm placing decimal here, and it will become 10, and 2 into 5 is equals to 10. Now the answer of x will be x is equals to 2.5, and this is our last answer. Now let's move to the next part, and that is B part. And in B part, given that P is equals to 2t minus r, express t in the terms of P and r. So in this question, we have to express t in terms of P and r. So in short, we have to find the value of t. So I'm writing solution B part, and our equation is P is equals to 2t minus r, and in this question we have to find the value of this t. So first of all we remove this minus r from here, so that's why I'm adding r on both sides. So P plus r is equals to 2t minus r plus r. These two will be cancelled out, and now we have P plus r is equals to 2t. Now I don't need this 2 with this t, because I want the value of t. So that's why I'm dividing 2 on both sides. These 2 will be cancelled out. Now I have t is equals to p plus r divided by 2. And as you can see, we express the t in the form of, in terms of p and r, and this is our answer. So question number 6 is solved. Now let's move to the next question. Our next question is question number 7, and it is from the topic symmetry, and the question is, on the regular hexagon below, draw all the lines of symmetry. So first of all, I will tell you about symmetry, then hexagon. So what symmetry is? Symmetry is defined as ability to divide the shape in identical portions like this. I made these two figures. In these figures, I placed the line of symmetry in it, and you can easily see that both the sides are identical, and they are also identical when we move them, flip them. So it means that one shape is identical to the other when it is moved, rotated, or flipped. So in this figure, we have a hexagon. So what is hexagon? Hexagon is a six-sided polygon. Hexagon is a six-sided polygon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So hexagon is a six-sided polygon. Now what is a polygon? A polygon is a two-dimensional shape that is closed and made up of straight lines. As you can see that this figure is closed and it is made up of straight lines. Now our all concepts are clear. So now let's solve the question. So let's draw all the lines of symmetry in it. So first of all, I draw this line. So you can easily see that both sides are identical. Now I draw another line of symmetry in it, and that is this. I think so. It's not equal to parts. You can easily draw this by using a scale. So I'm drawing another line of symmetry in it. Now you can easily see that it is identical from both sides. So we can also draw this line in it. And we can also draw this line in it. And we can also draw this line. So you can see that it is identical from both sides, and if we turn it, it is also identical from both sides, and also if we flip it, it will also be identical from both sides. So let's count how many lines of symmetry this figure has. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 lines of symmetry in it. So note one thing, very important thing, and that is the lines of symmetry, the number of lines of symmetry is equals to the number of sides of polygon, and it is very important thing, so note it. Its first part is solved. Now let's move to the next part. Its next part is, on the grid below, draw a quadrilateral with rotational symmetry of order 2. So first of all, I will tell you about the rotational symmetry of order 2. So in rotational symmetry of order 2, a shape is identical to itself twice during complete rotation of 360 degree. It means that when we draw a shape and when we rotate it twice, it will be equal to, means it will be same to its actual shape. So we can, in this figure, in this grid, we can draw a rectangle, we can draw a parallelogram, we can draw a rhombus. So I'm drawing a rectangle in it. Sorry. So I place this rectangle in this grid. So you can see that when I rotate it one time, it will be like this, and when I rotate it twice, it will be same as like this. So you can easily see that when I rotate it twice, it is same as its actual shape. So this is the solution of symmetry of order 2. Now let's move to the next question, and our next question is question number 8. So question number 8 is Question number 8 is from the topic Everyday Mathematics. And in question number 8, the question is, the table below shows the record minimum monthly temperature in 0 degree Celsius in Vostok and London. So this is the temperature in degrees in Celsius in Vostok and London. And what we have to find in this question, first part, we have to find the difference between the temperature in Vostok and London in July. So in first part, we have to find the difference in temperature in Vostok and London. So in July, where is July? Here it is, July. So in July, we have to find the difference in temperature in both the cities. So in London, so I'm writing here solution, and we have to find their difference, so it is very easy question. As we have to find their difference, so I'm simply writing here 7 minus 74. Sorry. So minus into minus is equals to plus, so 7 plus 74 is equals to 74 plus 7 will be equals to 81. So the difference in temperature in July in Vostok and London is 81 degree Celsius. Its next part is the difference between the temperature in Vostok in February and June. So here is the Feb and here is the June. And we have to find the difference in temperature in same city. So in February its temperature is minus 47 and in June its temperature is minus 71, and we have to find its difference. So it is very easy question. Solution B part, and minus 47 minus 71. So it will be equals to minus 47 minus into minus will be equals to plus. So 71 minus 47, it will become 6, and now it is 11. So 11 minus 7 is equals to 4 and 6 minus 4 is equals to 2. So our answer is 24 degree Celsius. So the difference in temperature in February and June is 24 degrees Celsius, and our question number 8 is solved. Now let's move to the next question. Our next question is question number 9, and it is from the topic numbers. In question number 9, we have written as the product of prime factors 168 is equals to 2 power 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7. In first part, it is written that express 140 as a product of its prime factors. So in first part, we have to express 140 as the product of its prime factors. So it's very easy question. So 140 is equals to, let's find its prime factor, 140. So our smallest prime factor, prime number is 2. As you can see, it is an even number, so we can easily divide it with 2. So 2 into 7 is equal to 14, and this 0. So 270 times is equal to 140, and 2 into 3 is equal to 6, and 1 carry here. 2 into 5 is equals to 10. Now it's 35, and it's not divisible by 2. It is not divisible by 3 because 3 plus 5 is equals to 8, and it is not divisible by 3. So let's move to the next prime number, and our next prime number is 5. As you can see, the number ends with 5, so it is easily divisible by 5. So 5 into 7 is equal to 35, and 7 into 1 is equals to 7. Sorry. So these all are the prime factors of 140. 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. So our first part is solved. Now let's move to the next part. Our next part is find the highest common factors of 168 and 140. In second part, we have to find the HCF of these two numbers, 168 and 140. So this is the solution of first part, and in the second part we have to find the HCF. So 168 is equals to, as it is written that 168 is equals to 2 power 3. So I'm writing 2 3 times. And the prime factors of 140 are 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. So in HCF, HCF is equals to highest common factors, means the factor that are present in both the numbers. So HCF is equals to, this 2 is present in both the values, this 2 also present in both the values, and this 7 is also present in both numbers. So that's why the HCF of these two numbers is 2 into 2 into 7. So 2 into 2 is equals to 4, and 4 into 7 is equals to 28. So the HCF of 168 and 140 is 28. B part is solved. Now let's move to the next part. Its next part is find the smallest positive integer n such that 168 n is a square number. As you can see, 168 is not a perfect square, so we have to multiply it with a positive integer so that it will become a perfect square. So as it is given in the question, the prime factors of 168 are 2 power 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7. So I'm writing here 168 is equals to 2 power 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7. So 2 power 3, I'm writing it 2 power 3 as 2 square into 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7. These are the prime factors of 168. As you all know that in a perfect square, all the prime numbers are in square form. So we have the square of this 2, but we don't have the square of this 2, this 3, and this 7. So 168n will be equals to 2 square multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7, and we will multiply it with 2 to make to make the square of 2, and with 3 to make the square of 3, and with 7 to make the square of 7. So what is the product of this? These all numbers. So 2 into 3 is equals to 6, and 6 into 7 is equals to 42. So 42 is the value of this n. When we multiply 168 with 42, it will become a perfect square. So I'm writing here n is equals to 42. So I'm multiplying it with 42. So 2 into 8 is equal to 16, 6, 1 carry, 6 to the 12, 1, 13, 3, 1 carry. 2 into 1 is equal to 2, 1, 3, multiply by 4 into 8 is equal to 32. 6 4 is 24, 25, 26, 27. 4 into 1 is equal to 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. So it's 6, 5. So let's check if it is a perfect square or not. So I'm finding it here. 7, 0, 5, 6. I'm dividing it into pairs. So a perfect square smaller than 70 is 64, and 8 into 8 is equals to 64. And 10 minus 4 is equals to 6. So it is 6, 5, 6. 8 plus 8 is equals to 16. And when we multiply 1, 6 with 6, we will get 6 into 6 is equals to 36. So 6 into 6 is equal to 36. 36 plus 3 is equals to 39. And 6 into 1 is equal to 6, 7, 8, 9. So 996 is bigger than 656. So I'm multiplying it with some smaller number like 1, 6 with 4. So 4 into 4 is equals to 16, 6, 1 carry. 6 into 4 is equal to 24 plus 1, 25. 4 into 1 is equals to 4 plus 2 is equals to 6. So when we multiply 164 with 4, we will get 656. So 164 with 4 is equals to 656. So when we multiply 168 with 42, it will become a perfect square of 84. So our question number 9 is solved. Now let's move to the next question, and let me tell you first that this question is solved here. This all is rough work, and I just done it to check my answer. So let's move to the next question. Our next question is question number 10. So question number 10 is from topic everyday mathematics. And the question is Jane and Ken share some money in the ratio 5:3. Ken share is $16 less than Jane share. Find each person share. And it is of 2 mark. So we will solve it very easily. It's not a difficult question. So solution of A part. What is the difference in their ratios? First of all, I'm finding the difference in their ratios. So I'm writing here difference in ratio is equals to 5 minus 3, which is equals to 2 parts. So the difference in their ratio is equals to 2 parts. Ken share is $16 less than Jane share. So the difference in their share is $16. So I'm writing it here difference in share is equals to $16. So the difference in their share is $16. Then Jane share, find each person share. Now in this question we have to find the share of each person. So for that purpose, this implies, as it is written here, the difference in ratio is 2 parts and difference in share is $16. This means that this implies 2 parts is equals to $16, and we can easily find out 1 part of actual money from here. So I'm dividing 2 on both sides, so it will become 1 here and 16 divided by 2, so $8. So 1 part of actual money is equals to $18. So 3 part of this money is 1 multiplied by 3. I'm going to multiply 3 on both sides. Sorry, it's 8 by mistake. I wrote it 18, but it is 8. So I'm multiplying 3 on both sides. So 8 into 3 is equals to 24. So 3 parts of money is equals to 24. And 5 parts of this money is equals to $8 into 5. So 5 parts of money is equals to 5 into 8 is equals to 40. So 3 parts of money is equals to 24 and 5 parts of money is equals to 40. So this implies that Ken share is the difference in their ratio is 5:3. So this implies that the Ken's share is $24 and Jane's share is equals to $40, and it's our final answer. Now let's move to its next part. Next part is the scale of a map is 1 ratio 25,000. The distance between 2 villages is 10 centimeter on the map. Find the actual distance in kilometers between the villages. So as you all know that in map we have a distance in centimeter, and for actual distance we change it into kilometers. So let's start it. On the map we have 1 ratio 25,000. So I'm writing here solution B part 1 ratio 25,000, and as it is given that the measurement on map is in centimeters, so that's why this means that 1 centimeter is equals to 25,000 centimeters. It is the scale is given in this part is 1 centimeter is equals to 25,000 centimeters. So we have to change it into kilometers. So for changing centimeters into kilometers, 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters, and 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. So for changing centimeter into kilometer, we have to multiply it, divide it by 100,000. So 1 centimeter is equals to 25,000 divided by 100,000. 1000. So these three zeros will be cut out by these three zeros. Now I have 1 centimeter is equals to 25 divided by 100. So when we divide 25 by 100, we can easily write it answer by shifting the point. So our point is here, decimal point is here. As we divide it by 100, so we take two jumps to the left side. So our decimal point will be here after dividing it by 100. So 1 centimeter, now it is in kilometers. So 1 centimeter is equals to 0.25 kilometers, and in actual distance 1 centimeter is equals to 0.25 kilometers, but we have to find the 10 centimeters into kilometers. So that's why I'm multiplying 10 on both sides. 10 multiplied by 1 centimeter is equals to 0.25 multiplied by 10, and it is in kilometers. So 10 centimeter on map is equals to, as we are multiplying it with 10, so I'm going to shift this decimal point here. So when we divide, the point shift to the left side, and when we multiply, the point shift to the right side. So now the answer is 2.5 kilometer. So 10 centimeters on the map is equals to 2.5 kilometers in actual distance. So this is our answer. So I solved the first 10 question in this video. So if this video is helpful for you, kindly subscribe my channel and share it with your friends also. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.